Hi guys and welcome. You're joining me today to do a bit of a transformation, and it's going to be on this dress. Now you can see there, it's a lovely dress. It's got a very 50s vibe to it because of the floral, but the top is just a bit too tight on my back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the whole of the top on, and I'm just going to put elastic waistband on the top and make it like a 50s style pencil skirt. Now, I only paid £1 for this dress, so when I tried it on and it was too tight, I thought, that doesn't matter. I'm simply going to make it into a skirt. Now, there is a small zip in the back, but I'm just going to get the bottom of that unpicked so I can just get into the waist. And this is going to take no time at all to do this transformation. Right, and then where I've got, you can see here, I'm going to simply cut round all of that stitching. So this is just where it's tacked down on the seams. Yeah, so I'm going to start by where this stitching is, the overlocking and the main stitching. I'm going to simply cut round and cut that all off. And then you can see there that I'm literally, there is some stretch to this fabric, so I'm not concerned about being able to pull it up or pull it down. That will come up and down easy with the elastic on it. So I need to cut this to how long I need it to be to wrap around my waist. I'm going to fetch this round where it's going to be sat. I'm going to make sure that that is nice and snug. Right, so I'm going to cut it there, and I've allowed an inch overlap on that. So not that one, it's that one. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, and I'm going to do it on the juke, and I'm just going to reinforce every seam, every dart, seam, dart, all around the waist to reinforce it so that that's not going to come undone because I've actually cut the top off. Right, so that's all trimmed off. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put the ends together, stitch it down, and then I'm going to open it and stitch it down on both sides. And that is how it's stitched. Right, so what I'm going to do now then, I'm going to come to the overlocker just to overlock the top of my skirt before the elastic goes on. Now, yeah, I have just overlocked that in white cotton, but it is white on the inside, and you're not going to see it on the outside because the elastic's going to be covered in that up. So what I need to do now then, I've got both my sides here, and I'm going to put the join to the back of the skirt. So where that is there, I'm just going to put a clip to the front, so I've got my two halves. You'll have seen me do this in other videos that I do. And I'm going to fold it in half again, and then I've got 2/4. Right, so I'm going to turn the skirt the right way at this point, and obviously the back is where the split is. So let me get the back where the join is, and that is just going to be stitched straight over the fabric because it's quite a fancy elastic. And where I'm going to take it is, let me just get this one pinned on and then I'll show you. So on this elastic you can see it's got a fancy edging to it, so I'm going to, the whole of that edging is going to be pinned underneath the overlocking. Right, so I'm lining that clip up with the side seam, so I've got my quarter there. Right, let me go to my other side seam. I'm going to line again the clip up with the side seam, and I'm going to make sure that that is just underneath the overlocking. Matching that up. And then I just need to, where the front is, in fact I've got two dots there, so let me just put them together and clip the centre of that there. And then I know that the centre of that elastic needs to go where that clip is. Okay, so let me just get those. Right, so I'm going to start at the back. I just need to make sure that that is there. And like I said, this here, so you've got the ruffle coming in where the ruffle ends. I'm lining that up underneath the overlocking. So I'm going to make sure that it's coming to here underneath the overlocking. I'm going to stretch this into position. So stretching this out and just making sure that that overlocking is coming where that is. Now I'm just going to run round that one more time so it's got 2 rows of stitching holding it in place. So by doing it the way that I've done it, the stitching is just in where the elastic frill is, than sewing it on the other side. And then that's how it looks on the inside. Right, so I'll go and try this on and we'll see how it looks. So you can just see there, guys, how the skirt turned out. I've just paired it with a plain white top. I've put some pink heels on, picking up on one of the pink flowers that's actually in the skirt, and that's going to be great for a summer's night, a summer's day, a winter's night, because of it having the dark background. So I could wear that any time of year really. So you can actually see the elastic waistband. It's just a case of pull on, pull off, and you could even, if you wanted to, tuck your top in so you've got your fancy elastic showing, because it has got fancy edges. But me personally, I would just cover that up, and then obviously it's got the nice split going down the back. So for under £3 with the elastic and what I paid for the dress, this is really, really a cheap skirt, isn't it? That looks quite pretty, and got a bit of a 50s vibe to it. Now, I may taper the hem in slightly, but I'm going to wear it once first to get the feel of it before I make a decision whether I'm going to do that or not. So for under £3, I'm more than happy with how this skirt's turned out, and it's really comfortable on, because it's stretch fabric. Stretch fabric's always comfortable, isn't it? So if you have got some clothes that you're thinking you're not really feeling it anymore, just take a step back, look at the item and think, what could I do with that? Because even if you don't sew and you know somebody that does sew, you can always ask them to transform it for you if you really like the fabric. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.